Guys, Sunday, and even though it's 71 degrees and the sun was out in full force an hour ago, now it's raining. Which is probably a good thing because I would, there's not much more right now I'd rather do than stop off at Fisherman's Corner and pick up another 100 rounds of 308 and yeah, that thing is, yeah, I know, Chuck, you're sick of hearing about it. But before we get going, moments before, I had a good rant all planned out, and Jim, Mr. President, here's my thoughts. If you haven't already seen Jim's video, because like I said, he pretty much took the sales and they went like this. I know, I realize, well, usually it's alcohol and then a good rant, but at this particular moment in time, I just wanted to quickly say this, and it probably doesn't really apply because nobody that follows this channel is a piece of shit loser. But my thoughts are about this whole stepping on, pissing on, and burning the American flag. I wish physical death on these people. And I know, they'd be the first to point out about the freedom of speech and expression, but you little commie socialist fucks only seem to pick out the ones that suit your needs, and not like those hacks. The founding fathers didn't know what the fuck they were talking about when they put that Second Amendment in there as the Second Amendment about the right to bear arms, and they try to tell you what they were founding fathers were actually thinking, and they just, crude writing. They just didn't get the parentheses and the stopping and starting points just right. So, no, in this particular case, fuck you and your freedom of anything. I realize that I would probably be, because of the way this works these days, would probably be the one in the back of the paddy wagon. But if I ever, personally, in my realm of being able to get to you, see you defile the American flag in any way, it is fucking go time, and you are going down, and I don't even care. So sick and tired of that, and Jim is absolutely 100% right on, and like I said, doesn't really matter. Probably more on the fag book side of it as opposed to the YouTube side of it. But anyway, I just hope that, if you disagree with me on this fact, please fucking go. Please go. Go fuck yourself. All these fucking people that want to stand on the flag or burn the flag or urinate on the flag, I like to see these cocksuckers get in a plane, denounce their citizenship, and go someplace else. How long will it be before they stick their tail between their legs and come back here and proudly fly that flag because they don't realize how good they got it? And they just want to be able to take advantage of a particular amendment that suits their needs, but they don't want to. They don't want to give us ours. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck you if you don't agree with me. What are we looking at? Sebago Bump Black Ale. This is one from Tardisius. Sebago Brewing Company, which I have no idea what their symbol is, because it doesn't really have anything to do with their name, but it's their choice. Obviously, if they gotten together with Glock Ice, they would have a really, really cool logo, but they didn't. So, does not have an alcohol percent on here. It's 5.5%. I can just osmosis, man. I can just. Oops, sorry. 5 5.5-ish right there. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. An opener. You know, it seems like it. You know, open it with the tie. And we do have Shelby in the house. She's like, and this asshole thinks that I have problems, and he's standing there talking to this device in the air. And no, Mule Team, by the time you've seen this, I've already answered the question multiple times. My whole goal was to pour me a dark one and then go smoke a Cuban that NIHAP sent me. But now if I'm going to do it, it'd be in the garage, but I still don't have a problem with that. And as far as, Eric, aren't you concerned about drinking adult beverages and then having to go to the airport to fetch the women? No, because I believe that they are coming in somewhere between 8:15 and 8:30, and Samantha works until 8 o'clock, and I gave her the Ford Escape so she could just go fetch them. So party on, Garth. Now, if this plan fails, I'm screwed. What? You're gonna need a goddamn ride? Catch a cab. I'll pay the guy when he gets here. That happened to shoot. What time is your flight leave? There ain't no way. There ain't no way. I'm partying. That was like the theme every single year. Remember the very first year, me and Christopher, along with company, and Travis, we managed to make it all the way around to within 45 minutes, an hour of breakfast, and for some stupid reason, we decided we'd just take a quick nap. Right. You've just been up for 30-something hours straight drinking, and now you're going to just go take a wee little nap before breakfast. Yeah, I've been much better off just staying awake. And then any of you guys, probably none of you, has had the just the pleasure of trying to wake Chris along with company. Mardi Gras could go off in his ear, and that sumbitch would still not even move. Okay, well, it's dark, but it's a black ale. Has some good head. Has the malty conviction of a brown ale with just a tad bit more attitude. So let's enjoy that 5.5% alcohol by volume that I pre-predicted. Cheers, guys. It's got plenty of flavor. The middle is like a backdraft of deep roasted, almost leaning on the side of like a burnt kind of a roasted malt. Dry, not really bitter, but nice little dry spot right there. Starts off kind of malty and, you know, milky. Alcohol, 5.5%. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. I don't notice the alcohol, so it's got to be around there. But yeah, it just kind of comes on with some deep, roasted, earthy, malty flavors. A little bit of dark chocolate, maybe a little just a titch of coffee. Like I said, it's got that kind of a dry spot, ends on a smooth note. Boom, let's do it again. And there's 3 more of these. Yeah. It's not bad. Probably go well with a cigar. not a seagull, a cigar. Yep. Making room. Yeah, it's been a pretty busy day actually. My Sammy Poo had to work at 11:30. We were still up reviewing some various products after that beer. Oh my God, that shit was awesome. Absolutely awesome. So it warmed up a little bit. The flavors were still there, very intense. Didn't notice, that aging and all that alcohol just dynamically changes. Like I said, I haven't seen any around here. We've had the Dogfish Head on almost all of the varieties over at Keyport, Chuck, the Keyport. It's required that I mention it to keep up on my deliveries from them. They've got almost everything. The Midas Touch, the 60, the 90, but not the 120. And if I see a few of those, I'd like to grab a couple just to make sure they get at least a year on them. Because as good as it is, you gotta wait the year, and it is something completely spiritual. Would I put this on the E scale? Yeah. I would, it's not bad. I would, Sebago Brewing Company's Bump Black Ale. I would say it's a 7 on the old E scale. Low 5s on the alcohol percentage. Oh, that's right. It's 5.5. Tomorrow's Monday. It's supposed to be a nice day, which is good because some dumbass had sunscreen and then didn't put it on. You know what? I don't care. I don't plan on going anywhere. So if you want to go, you go ahead. You just go ahead and take off. It's all cool. Tomorrow, let's look at the unpronounceable one that I originally was supposed to look at. Pimgrodsky. We'll look at that tomorrow. And right now, I don't know if you want my my thoughts on little classic Rolling Rock Extra Pale Ale, or Bud Light's Mixtail Long Island. It's a malt beverage with natural flavors, caramel color, and artificial sweeteners. Premium Long Island iced tea cocktail, 8% by volume. So what is with some of you craft guys that you should be proud of whatever the hell you're putting in your bottles, and tell us, all that critical information, the IBUs, the alcohol percentage. When Bud Light is doing it, probably the only reason they're doing it is because it's 8% by volume. So, not saying, just saying, Rolling Rock is actually not a bad beer. So, we'll see what happens if we get to that one or not. Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice. Let's see what Bud. Bud's got their some of their other fruity ones. They're kind of a hit and miss thing. Some of them are not bad, but not a single one of them has that really authentic flavor of whatever it is that they're trying to talk about. Normally, I'd pour this over the rocks, like an actual Long Island iced tea. It's been a long time since I've actually had one of those. Maybe next time I go see my buddies over there at the JB's, I should get one of those instead of the Bloody Mary. The Bloody Mary is just, I saw an article on the front of a legitimate magazine, not like some star or some hobo shit like that. They were talking about all of the health benefits of Bloody Marys. I'm like, see, I've been ahead of the curve for years. I could make a suit. I could actually make one right now because I bought the old big bottle of Stelechnia. Little Stoli action. So that's what it looks like. Kind of looks like ginger ale, carbonated. Smells like some kind of a chemical plastic. Tastes like some kind of chemical plastic. Alcohol? They do have that hidden quite well. Wow. This does not taste like a Long Island iced tea. Unless they, it could be a 3 Mile Island iced tea. That I would believe. Hey, would you like to try a 3 Island iced tea? A 3 Mile Island iced tea? Oh, please, can I? Cool. It's just like, oh, what happens in the dark? Well, if you were to look at it in the dark, it would be like, yeah, this is, I don't know if any of you have had this and have your own thoughts. I wouldn't mind hearing them, but this does not taste like a Long Island iced tea. Either that or all of the places I've ever been in my life and had a Long Island iced tea, they did it way wrong and didn't actually make it taste like a chemical bath. So I'm gonna... Oh, don't worry. I'm a trained professional. I will not let it go to waste. Well, we shall be. Whatever, dude. When you're done talking to the little thing hanging in the air, let's go get me a treat. Yeah, you like that idea, don't you? Oh, maybe I should have had my sponsorship hat or something. Yeah, you're going in for that, for the alcohol and the alcohol alone. Well, I might grab me a comfy chair and go out and sit in the garage and under a slow, controlled burn, dispose of one of these cigars. Steve? Is that what you want to do too? Guess not. Okay, well, so tomorrow we'll take a look at the German beer, and cheers, you guys. Stay safe. Yeah, really be nice if it was the weather of an hour ago, but it is about, I had a whole list of shit I wanted to get done, and since nobody's home, it really gave me the option to get a bunch of stuff, getting the house switched from winter over to summer, get air conditioning and shit up and going, A little cleaning. What else the hell else have I done? Had to mount some cooling fans in my entertainment center to keep the amp a little chilled. And right now I'm gonna go work on a few of these things. So, cheers, guys. We will see you tomorrow, if there actually is a tomorrow. Freakier shit could happen.